Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be guiding you on how to build Zhezhi so that you can stay prepared for her. This video covers her weapons, echoes, teams, sequences, and more. There might be some changes to Zhezhi's kit, but I believe this guide will still be relevant. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. These are the mats you should be preparing for Zhezhi so that you can max her out till level 90 on her release. She needs a total of 46 Lampolumen Myriads mats and 60 Lantern Berries for her Ascension. She will also need the Howler Core for Ascension and Talent levels. Just like any other Rectifier user, she needs the Lento Helix material for her talent. For weekly boss mat, she will need the Bell-Born Geochelon's materials. And of course, don't forget about shell credits. Before starting with her guide, it is important to know about Zhezhi's role and her kit. Here's a TLDR of her kit. Zhezhi is a Rectifier wielding Glacial sub-DPS. Her Liberation allows her to deal coordinated attacks. The coordinated attacks are considered as basic attack damage. Most of Zhezhi's damage is considered as basic attack damage. She can deal up to 21 coordinated hits. Zhezhi buffs the Resonance skill damage by 44% of the next character you switch into from her Outrow skill. The leaks say that the buff lasts only for 1 second, which is ridiculous, so I am pretty sure that the time is not decided yet. Because if they keep it for 1 second, no one is benefiting from it. The buff will end if the character is switched out. I won't go too much detailed into her kit, as explaining it without visuals will be very hectic and confusing. And there can be changes to her kit till her release, so you just need to know these important parts of her kit. For her talent priority, level her Resonance Liberation followed by her Forte Circuit, then her Resonance skill. These three take the top priority. After that you can level her intro skill, and lastly her basic attacks, which can be skipped. Moving on to her weapons. The best weapon for Zhezhi will be her signature weapon. It has 500 base attack and gives a massive 72% crit damage from its substat. From its passive, it gives an unconditional 12% attack buff. When Resonance skill is used, it increases normal attack damage by 12% for 6 seconds, which can be stacked thrice. And after the Outrow skill is activated, if you have accumulated 6 stacks, normal attack damage will be increased by 52% for 25 seconds. I know that the first half of the description says 3 stacks is maximum, and the second half tells us to accumulate 6 stacks. This can be confusing, but anyways, since it's her signature, it will be tailor-made for her. But if you have already pulled Yinlin's signature, Stringmaster, you can skip Zhezhi's signature and save your Astrites, as it is a fantastic weapon option for generally any attack-based DPS or sub-DPS. It gives 36% crit rate, which is huge, and 12% all types of damage bonus and a ton of attack percent. The 5-star standard weapon Cosmic Ripples is another amazing option. It gives a huge 54% attack from its substat and 12.8% energy regen, which is much needed for Zhezhi. The basic attack damage bonus is phenomenal for Zhezhi, as most of her damage is considered as basic attack damage. If you don't have any of these 5-star options, there are some good 4-star alternatives that you can use. If you have bought the BP, you can use the Augment Rectifier, as it provides crit rate, which is very valuable, and a 15% attack increase from its passive after casting Resonance Liberation. Jinju Keeper is the best 4-star gacha weapon option, as it provides attack from its substat and gives more attack increase after casting intro. If you are very unlucky and don't have any of these weapons, there are some decent 3-star options that you can use. The R5 Guardian Rectifier is a great option, as it provides attack from its substats and gives basic attack damage bonus from its passive, which is great for Zhezhi. R5 Rectifier of Night is another decent weapon as an attack stat stick. Moving on to her echoes. Just a quick reminder, if you are enjoying this video so far, do consider liking this video and sharing it. Subscribe for more such content. Zhezhi can deal a significant amount of damage from off-field. This makes 5-piece Freezing Frost her best set to maximize her damage, as it provides a total of 40% Glacio damage bonus. Along with this set, most of us will think that the best echo skill to use would be the Lampolumen Myriad. However, that is not the case. This echo can deal a decent amount of damage, generate a good amount of resonance energy, can freeze enemies, and also provide some amazing buffs. However, the biggest downside of this echo skill is that it takes around 3 seconds to finish its attacks and cannot be swap cancelled. In early game where your character's damage is not that high, it is an amazing echo skill option. But as you start investing in your characters, their damage becomes more valuable than the echo damage. So this 3 seconds becomes a DPS loss. Sadly, the current best echo skill for this set we have is the Glacial Predator, which is in 1-cost echo. It has no cast time and deals some decent damage. We will have to stick with this echo skill unless we get a better option. The echo pattern will still be the same, 4-3-3-1-1. The only difference is that the Glacial Predator will be at the top. You can also use Moonlit Cloud set with Impermanence Heron Echo skill to buff your main DPS damage. You will be sacrificing Zhezhi's damage for more damage from your main DPS. Alternatively, you can mix and use combination of Freezing Frost, Lingering Tunes, or the Moonlit Cloud set. If you are using 2-piece Lingering Tunes, you can use the Mech Abomination Echo as your main echo skill. Before moving on to her echo stats, let's discuss about her energy requirements. Zhezhi's Liberation is the most crucial part of her kit as it activates her coordinated hits. However, it is difficult to give an exact range as we don't know how much energy she generates. As of now, her Liberation energy cost is 125, so it is safe to assume she can need around 130 to 140% energy regen. You can reduce this amount by around 5 to 10% if you are using the Impermanence Heron skill. I recommend getting the required amount from Echo Substats. For Echo main stats, look for crit rate or damage on the 4-cost Echo, double Glacial damage or a combination of 1 attack percent and 1 Glacial damage on the 3-cost Echoes, and attack percent on the 1-cost Echoes. For substats, prioritize getting the required amount of energy regen, followed by crit stats, then attack percent, followed by basic attack damage bonus and flat attack. Moving on to her team comps. As I mentioned earlier, Zhezhi is a sub-DPS who can deal tons of off-field damage and also buff your main DPS. So just like Yinlin, she can fit into any team comp. You can pair her with any main DPS. The best ones to pair with her would be the characters that can benefit from the Resonance skill damage bonus. And the best characters in that role are Zhezhi, Changli, and Chixia. These characters deal most of their damage from their Resonance skill and benefit from Zhezhi's outrow buff. Zhezhi benefits the most from Zhezhi's kit as she needs characters who can deal coordinated hits. Even though Lingyang deals most of his damage from basic attacks, Zhezhi is going to be his best support as she deals more damage than Lingyang's current best teammate, Sanhua, and Lingyang deals some decent Resonance skill damage too. Basically, any main DPS can work with Zhezhi, even if they don't benefit from her outrow, as Zhezhi can deal good off-field damage. Moving on to her sequences. I will just go over them quickly and not dive too deep into it. The first sequence increases the amount of coordinated hits she can do by 6. I would rather pull for her signature than go for this sequence. The second sequence restores 15 resonance energy to Zhezhi and increases her crit rate by 10% for 25 seconds. This reduces her energy and crit rate requirements, which is great. However, I still wouldn't recommend pulling for it as it costs a lot of astrites, and it is not worth it. Her biggest upgrades are her Sequence 3, Sequence 5, and the Sequence 6. I think the Sequence 6 will change her playstyle to that of a main DPS. Zhezhi is definitely a must-pull unit. Well, you can still clear your Tower of Adversity without her, but she is a very valuable unit to have in your account. As she is a sub-DPS, she won't be power creeped for a long time. Even if she gets power creeped, she will be still useful as it is very difficult to make a sub-DPS useless. And with this, I will end this video. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. Thanks for watching.